This video won't be short. I've got a lot to talk about, and I mean a lot, from confirmed updates to confusing moments, strange developer behavior, and even a few unexpected jokes that might actually mean something. So if you're into Garten of Banban 8 or just want to stay ahead of what's coming, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Especially now, things are changing fast. Alright, let's get into the important stuff. First off, let's clear up the platform release situation because this is something a lot of people still seem confused about. Ferris already confirmed that Garten of Banban 8 will not release on mobile at the same time as PC. That's been the case with previous chapters too, so it's not a surprise, but it's good to have confirmation. Mobile will get it a few days later. As for Nintendo and Xbox, they're coming, but we're talking months, not days or weeks. So yeah, if you want to be one of the first to play it, PC is the way. Now, moving on, there were rumors flying around about a new crossover, kind of like how Choo Choo Charles showed up in Chapter 4. People were saying Banban 8 might do it again, but nope, Ferris shut it down or kind of joked about it by saying, yeah, with GTA, Trevor's in Banban 8 now. Obviously a joke. He was referencing that Banban Theft Auto April Fool's video. So yeah, no crossover this time. At least not one that we know of, but that doesn't mean the game won't go hard. Let's talk about the price, because this part was honestly funny, but maybe important too. Someone straight up asked Ferris how much Banban 8 will cost, and instead of answering, he said, "Can't answer game or lore questions." Like, what? Price isn't lore, bro. That was obviously a joke, but also kinda sus. My take, it'll probably still be $10 if it's a shorter game, like 1 to 2 hours, but if this one ends up being 3+ hours, which Ferris kind of hinted at when he said it's their most complex game so far, I could definitely see it going up to $15. He even joked at one point saying it would be $90, and then said obviously not. But again, the way he avoided a straight answer tells me they haven't decided publicly yet, so don't be surprised if it's a little higher. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Ferris has been way more active with the community than usual. He actually played on Roblox with fans in the Banban XRP server, and they played trivia, talked about random stuff, even got into what movies and YouTubers he likes. That part's not really essential to the lore, but it's cool to see the dev hanging out with players. During one of those conversations, he said something hilarious. He had to run to the bathroom to grab a hoodie because he was freezing even though it was midsummer. So either his AC is wild or he legit doesn't pay his electric bill. Alright, let's get back to the serious stuff. Ferris confirmed a few hard facts about Chapter 8. There will be no red blood. There will be no translated notes. There will be a lot of Givonium. So the game is definitely shifting more into sci-fi, lore-heavy territory. And if you're someone who loves uncovering story bits and secret character backgrounds, this chapter might be the most important one so far. He also said the characters, especially the main ones, are written more deeply than ever before, so I'm expecting real backstory and maybe some emotional weight for once. Personally, I think Syringian or Banban are going to be the ones with the most complex writing, just based on how central they've been in past games and how Ferris keeps bringing them up. Now, here's something random but potentially awesome. Someone asked if CG5 will appear in the credits, and Ferris said CG6, which, okay, was a joke, but it does suggest that the credits will be unique and maybe even have music. Ferris also said new composers are working on Chapter 8, which means fresh songs, new tone, maybe even new voice acting direction. And then someone asked, will I be traumatized playing Banban 8? And Ferris said, not gonna lie, you might be. Dead. What? That's kind of terrifying, but also super exciting. They clearly put a lot into this one. Quick plug time. You already know what it is. I pick a random subscriber every day and feature them on my channel banner. But here's the twist. You also have to be subbed to the channels I feature on my homepage, like Clarenzo and Givonium Citizen. If you're already into this content, you'll love what's on those too. And leaving a comment helps your chances too, so yeah, maybe go do that. Now, back to the timeline. Some fans thought that after the release date is announced, the game would drop 3 days later, just like Banban 0. But Ferris shut that down. He said Banban 0 had a different schedule, so don't get your hopes up for a 3-day turnaround. Then, just to mess with people, he joked about the game releasing on December 15th, and a bunch of people freaked out. But he followed up saying, ha ha ha, don't worry, it's coming soon. So we're definitely close. He also revealed that his favorite character is Stinger Flynn, which makes sense since he voices him. Ferris seems really attached to that role, and honestly, the way Stinger Flynn has been written in recent chapters shows that he's not just another side character. Another behind-the-scenes detail, apparently the team almost got scanned by translators. Ferris said some of the people they hired were just using Google Translate or AI, which is not what you want in a game with deep lore. Luckily, they caught it in time, but it just shows how tough game dev actually is. And speaking of that, someone said translating must have been 70% of the work for Banban 8, and Ferris responded, more like 1%. Laughing emoji. He said this has been the most difficult game they've worked on, which makes sense. If you're writing deep lore for multiple characters, designing new mechanics, and keeping everything scary and polished, that's a massive challenge. Before I wrap this up, let's talk about the drone. Yep, the classic Banban drone. Someone asked if it's finally time to say goodbye to it, and Ferris answered with, can't answer game or lore questions. Which, let's be honest, probably means yes. I think we're either going to see the drone get completely replaced or it'll be transformed into something totally different. New chapter, new mechanics, it just makes sense. And finally, here's a fun little personality quirk. Ferris says, all right lads, way too much, like over 25 times in the past month, and apparently 9 times just yesterday. He also overuses, let's just say that, which, okay, I'm guilty of doing stuff like that too, but still, it's becoming part of the Banban lore at this point. Anyway, that's everything I've got for now. If there's anything I missed or something cool you found out that I should cover in the next video, let me know down in the comments. I always read through them and take suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell so you get all the updates, and check out those other channels I mentioned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, so this is kind of awkward. I know, we're not quite at 8 minutes yet, so let me drag it a little and take this chance to talk about what's next for the channel and what you can expect going forward. Some of you might have noticed already, I've been posting a lot more often lately. And yeah, that's 100% true. The reason for that is pretty simple. I'm finally back into it. I went through a bit of a burnout phase, especially when I was trying to push out a video every single day. It just stopped being fun for a while, and I didn't want to post stuff that felt forced or low effort. But now, I'm feeling good, ideas are flowing, and I'm honestly just having fun making content again. So the plan now is this. I try to upload daily, and some days you might even catch me dropping 2 videos in one day. If I'm really in the zone or something big drops, I won't wait. So yeah, if you're enjoying the content, now's the perfect time to stick around, because there's going to be a lot more coming your way. Also, one of my goals, and it's a big one, is to hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, I think it's possible. This community has been growing fast, and if everyone watching right now just subscribed, we'd be way closer. And yeah, I know that sounds like the usual YouTube line, but it really does help more than you think. And while you're at it, don't forget about my other channels too, Javanium Citizen and Clarenzo. I post some different types of content over there, but it's still in the same universe of stuff you're already into. Lore, games, theories, weird community moments, and more. So if you like what I do here, go give those a sub as well. I'm trying to build a whole little network here, and your support across all of them means everything. I also want to take a second just to thank all of you for being so active lately. Seriously. Whether you're commenting, liking, sharing, or even just lurking and watching the videos, I see it, I appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. Coming back after a break like that, I honestly wasn't sure how it would go, but you've all welcomed me back with open arms, and that really meant a lot. The connection I've got with you now, it feels way stronger than before. Back then, with the old content, I didn't really get to be this connected with you guys, and now I feel like that's finally changed. And yes, even though I might not be able to reply to every single one, I do read the comments, all of them. So when you leave ideas, feedback, or just say something nice, it never goes unnoticed. Don't think I'm ignoring you. Chances are I've already read your comment and smiled at my screen like a nerd. Now, something kind of cool. I'll also be getting early access to Garten of Banban 8, which is insane. I'm one of the few lucky people on the Euphoric Brothers early list, which honestly just feels surreal. I've been covering this game for a while now, and to be on their radar like that, it's just one of those moments when you realize all the work, the late nights editing, scripting, recording, it all paid off. So yeah, expect content as soon as things drop, and maybe even a bit before, depending on what I'm allowed to share. Either way, I'm going to keep you all updated with everything. Gameplay, lore breakdowns, trailer analysis, behind-the-scenes talk, leaks, theories, you name it. And who knows, maybe soon I'll expand even more. I've been thinking about covering other indie games, especially ones that have that weird, creepy, mysterious vibe that Banban has. Or even doing some stuff with animations, since those communities are super active and there's a lot of hidden lore in them too. So if there's a game, animation, or series you think would fit the channel, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for cool stuff to dive into. Anyway, this was supposed to be just a quick outro, but here we are, and I'm glad I got to talk a bit more with you guys. If you're still here watching, you're a real one. Again, thanks for the support, let's keep the momentum going, and I'll see you really soon. Oh, and don't forget, like, comment, sub, and check out Javanium Citizen and Clarenzo if you haven't already. Peace.